Good morning, this is Randy. When we think of danger, we think of physical danger. Danger, we might fall into a manhole. Danger, someone might come up behind us and hit us, stab us. Danger that we could be robbed. Danger that we could be mugged. Danger that we could be raped. With the narcissist presents a constant danger to us, but it's an unrecognizable, subtle, underlying type of danger that's hard to recognize. Covert narcissists are even more difficult to recognize than overt ones, but either way, we don't always sense the level of danger or even relate the word danger or the concept of danger when we're around the narcissist as we would if we were around a drug addict, a thief, a rapist, a serial killer. This is one of the problems in maintaining contact with a narcissist. Initiating contact with a narcissist or beginning a relationship with one, often you don't know that they are dangerous, and you slowly begin to suffer psychologically and emotionally after being around them, but you don't always attribute it to them. We look inward and find a way that it's that we need to change. We don't look at it as that they are inflicting wounds and causing us suffering, needless suffering that we could actually avoid. And in that sense, we become self-destructive. We don't use that survival instinct that we would normally use if we were confronted with a person with a gun or a person who had a knife pointed at us. And we would, in those situations, we would, hopefully run or, get down on the ground and attempt to protect ourselves and survive. But with the narcissist, since they don't have a gun or a knife, and their tools are more subtle and they're psychological, not necessarily physical, though they can be, but not necessarily physical. And what we don't realize is that this constant psychological abuse and suffering that they cause us does actually physically kill us, kills our body. And those who continue to interact with narcissists when they don't have to and when it's not necessary, those who don't stand up for themselves and get away from a narcissist, are actually self-destructive. And many of us do have self-destructive tendencies due to low self-esteem, due to thinking that we deserved to suffer for some reason, whether it be because of, past lives or this life, or thinking that we should get negative feedback in order to adjust and improve ourselves so that we can behave better toward other people, but that is not the guidance system that we're supposed to be using. We're supposed to be using our own internal guidance system, not an external guidance system. We are not supposed to be externally guided by other groups or a single person, especially a narcissist, because you will be misguided and you will be led to the cliff, and they will slowly lead you to the edge of the cliff. And if you're not careful, you'll think that actually jumping from the cliff is the best option to relieve the suffering, when in reality, not walking toward that cliff that ends in ultimate annihilation of yourself, not walking toward it, stopping, and then actually walking away from it. The edge of the cliff is the narcissist. The narcissist is what's pulling you to actually jump off the cliff and kill your body and kill your soul. So, when you first encounter the narcissist and the suffering that they inflict, which is intermittent, and you recognize it, there's a process, a long process usually, of recognizing it. And as you were moving toward or forward toward the narcissist, once you recognize the suffering that's created by the narcissist, you stop walking toward the narcissist as quickly and you slow down. But you still face the narcissist, and then at some point you stop in your tracks, and you don't face the narcissist anymore. You start turning away from the narcissist. You may stay frozen for a while. Then you turn your body away from the narcissist, away from that deathly edge of the cliff. And eventually, as you progress, you begin to actually walk away from the narcissist. You turn your back on the narcissist. You switch directions and you start moving toward yourself and your own direction, your own guidance system, away from that magnetic pull that the narcissist / Satan / evil had been pulling you toward. And as you do, you get healthy physically, mentally. You gain strength back from your body that had been sucked from you, and you start walking away slowly, and then at some point you run. And when you run, you begin to feel good. The wind blows through your hair. You start feeling free. And you extend your life. You increase the quality of your life, and you increase the lifespan. Now, had you been with the narcissist for too long, or allowed the narcissist to cause deterioration inside your body unknowingly, even after you leave the narcissist, there could be remnants, and you could get sick. don't mistake getting sick later after you leave the narcissist for, anything other than that it was a reverberation. It was a reverberating effect that would be a natural manifestation of years of torment, because I don't know if anyone else has experienced it, but when you're running and running and running and working and working for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and you haven't taken a vacation, and then you finally take a vacation and then you get sick, whereas you hadn't been sick the whole time while you were running, but then once you finally relax and it all catches up with you, you get sick. If you've ever experienced that phenomenon, that can happen with a narcissist relationship. You're with them for so long and you're on that treadmill, on that hamster wheel, and then when you finally come to your senses, regain strength mentally, it catches up with you and you may also get sick. But don't let this stop you, because you can heal yourself at that point. You have much more strength by yourself than you ever would while you're in a relationship with a narcissist. So I wanted to point that out, kind of give that metaphorical illustration, visualization of how the process is, that magnetic pull toward self-destruction and ultimate self-annihilation as you continue along with a relationship with the narcissist, versus the realization, the stopping of in your tracks, and then the moving away from narcissist. So have a great day, guys. Thanks for listening.